Hi, I'm Susanne Forte, and this is Around APD. In this episode, we'll speak with Sgt David Tolleson, Commander of the Air Unit, and learn more about Air Unit training and safety. Before we get into the feature story, here are 3 things you might have missed if you're not following the Atlanta Police Department on social media. Several Atlanta officers were recognized at this year's Crime is Toast ceremony. Organized by the Atlanta Police Foundation, business leaders and the community celebrated the department's most deserving employees, including Officer of the Year, Zone 1 Officer David Holloman. The Atlanta Police Department, Atlanta Fire Rescue Department, and the Cathedral of Christ the King partnered to recognize the anniversary of September 11th. Atlanta Police Chief George Turner, Fire Chief Joel Baker, and Archbishop Wilton Gregory honored all public safety officials at the first annual Blue Mass by giving a special blessing over the badges. Council President Cesar Mitchell, Councilmember C.T. Martin, and city leaders recognized Zone 4 officers during the First Responders Appreciation Program. Zone 4 Major Moore was presented a proclamation honoring Zone 4 officers for bravery and efforts in keeping Atlanta safe. Today we're at the Atlanta Police Department Air Unit hangar with Sgt David Tolleson. Sgt Tolleson, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for coming.
So can you tell us more about your role as the commander of the Air Unit?
Sure. I wear a lot of hats being in charge of the aviation unit. I do a lot of administrative duties. There's a few areas of concerns that I really focus on. One is safety. When you fly in these aircrafts that defy gravity, you got to have a safety program. We have a officer that's dedicated as our safety officer. So that's a big priority of ours. And also our maintenance program. We have a maintenance officer that's assigned to that program. Obviously maintenance goes hand in hand with safety. So we'll make sure that we're following the guidelines that the manufacturer puts out for the aircraft and also what the FAA requires. So those 2 things are paramount. And also I deal with career development, because we won't always be here as pilots. So we got to continually train new pilots up to become a pilot in command status in order to keep the unit running. And also I deal with budget issues a lot because, again, the more you fly, the more it costs. So you balance cost for service, training, and things like that with, you got to be sure that you're operating within that budget that's given to you. And the last 13 years we've done pretty well.
So I heard some keywords. I heard about maintenance, safety, and training. Can you tell us more about the training that our officers go through to be a pilot in the Air Unit?
Absolutely. In order to become a pilot in command, is what we're talking about, you have to have a commercial pilot's license. And you also have to have 500 hours of flight time in the city aircraft to be considered a pilot in command. And what a pilot in command designation does for you is that makes that officer is ultimately responsible for the safety of that flight and the passengers in the aircraft and also the general public that's on the ground. So it's a very big responsibility, and it's a very big challenge to get a pilot in command because it's just about a 2 or 3 year process. It's not a very quick fix. It takes a lot of training, a lot of work.
So how many officers are in the Air Unit and how many helicopters do we have?
We have 8 officers assigned to the Air Unit, and we're currently operating 3 aircraft.
And where are we right now? What is this helicopter?
This is our UH-1 Huey. It's a military aircraft. We can haul up to 10, 12 people in it if we need to. This aircraft is primarily used for our SWAT personnel for fast roping and also for our fire rescue personnel with a rescue hoist.
And what are some of the other calls that the helicopter or the helicopter unit are called to assist on?
We assist with officers on the ground in vehicle pursuits, foot pursuits. We help assist in locating lost children. We also assist with warrants that are being served, high-risk warrants, and also we provide an aerial platform for our command staff, special events, dropping of the peach or the Peachtree Road Race, those things like that.
And so lastly, before we go on a flight, can you show us around the Huey some new technology or something that we're using to assist on some calls?
Okay. Our aircraft are equipped with a forward-looking infrared camera, which is a thermal imaging. They all are equipped with their searchlight, SX16, which is a 30 million candle power. All of our aircraft have what we call the moving map, and what that allows us to do is type in the address that we're going to, and it shoots a direct line, direct path that we need to take to get to that location. And also we are equipped with a video downlink system, and that enables us to shoot a video downlink down to our command staff over special events, marches and parades and things like that. And also we have a glass cockpit, which tells us where other aircrafts are in the area so that we don't have a mishap there, as well as synthetic vision. And what that does is tells us where buildings are or towers are that you may not be seeing, but it shows up on the glass cockpit. Very, very nice technology.
So that was some great information. We learned about training, we learned about some of the equipment. So let's pull a pitch.
Let's go.
Contact Atlanta Punch.
Delta 1784, good day.
American 1641.
I'm gonna slide right.
Herschel, runway 8 left, clear for takeoff. AroundAPD Herschel, 8 left, clear for takeoff, American 1641.
And we're gonna go take off. Wow.
7812 Atlanta Tower, runway 8 left, line up and wait. Line up and wait 8 left, Delta 812.
That's going to New York or Chicago. That's Coca-Cola's headquarters right here.
Yeah.
Here's Bobby Dodge Stadium, Georgia Tech Place. And if you look to your left, that's the Georgia Aquarium out here. Right there.
Yeah.
Hey, please center 1, landing is assured. Thank you, sir. Good sir, 1, good day. Almost home, almost home. I was flying the forestry department one time, and I come back to this pad, and she said, "You gonna put it on that little thing?"
That's what I thought. I was like, oh my goodness.
So I asked her, I said, "Well, what's my choices?"
Delta 2120, runway 8 right, line up and wait. 8 right, line up and wait, Delta 2120.
Oh, tail's gonna be clear left.
The arrows, current wind 090, altimeter 3035.
Thank you for watching Around APD. Be sure to subscribe to the Atlanta Police Department's social media channels to learn more about department events and happenings.